Hello everybody, welcome to yoga with me, Marina White Raven, and today's class is aimed specifically at those who may be feeling anxious types, which probably is all of us. And I thought I would start off with a very lovely quote, which is from Ramana Maharshi. Look him up. Very interesting and important teacher. And the quote is, engage yourself in the living present. The future will take care of itself. Yeah, so let's engage with the present. And I will be here all the time to encourage you to bring your mind back to what you're doing. And usually that's through the breath. So we'll just mark and cleanse the space with the bell. Welcome everybody. Good to see your faces popping up, some familiar faces. And let's start by standing and getting ourselves involved with our energy. Bring your legs together, bring the sides of the feet together. Breathe in, lift the arms up. You can, above your head, you can't see them here, but sometimes it's good to have the fingers interlinked, or you can have the hands pressed together. So we're bringing them up, we're coming up onto the toes. Inhale, and then exhaling, coming down. So we're going to hold that inhale, okay? So ready? Coming up on the toes. Bring the legs and squeeze them together. Squeezing everything together. Breathe in just to energize. Extend the arms up. Hold the breath in. And then slowly, see if you can release that breath out slowly. That sometimes takes a bit of practice there. And let's try that again. Breathing in. Lift the arms up. Come up onto the toes. Hold the breath in through the nostrils. Hold, 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 squeeze, and then breathing out. Good. And to go with that, breathing in, lift the shoulders up. Hold, and out through the mouth. Let's engage with this sneaky tension that comes in and out through the mouth. And then again, breathing in and out through the mouth. Great. And also just to connect up the sides of the body, a little bit of energy yoga, which I'm really fond of. Put the right hand onto the left shoulder, and we're going to come from the left shoulder down to the right hip. We're just going to sweep, a few sweeps. Just smoothly. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to do one for luck. Why not? It's not going to do me any harm. Left shoulder, or left hand on the right shoulder. Make that there, and we're just going to take it across the body in a diagonal. 1, 2, 3, we'll do one for luck. That feels like a little bit of energy, a little bit of a sparkle comes into the body. And then also let's just pummel the lower back, just to give ourselves a bit of a boost, just to treat ourselves really. Give that a little bit of a boost there, and then rubbing the knuckles of the hands either side of the lower back, the spine there. Yeah, the subtle energy, the kundalini, let's get that, engage with that. And spread out all that energy that is in our body. Cross crawl, connecting up again the sides of the body. So bring that left knee up, meet it with the opposite hand. And we're going to move the body quite quickly. Give that knee a little slap, lift the knee quite high. It's almost like you're lifting the knee to the hand. Yeah, good. And then we're going to do the same thing, but with the leg extended. So meeting it with the opposite hand. Breathing all the time in and out through the nostrils. How is this present moment with you? Yeah, this living moment. That's the important, the present living moment. Enjoy your body, enjoy your breath. Whatever is going on right now, let's see if we can just be together here in this moment. And then out to the sides, leg up comes out to the side, opposite arm over the head. This other arm just hangs forward like this. Breathe. Enjoy your body. Feel it opening up as you move. It might feel a little bit creaky, a little bit, I don't want to do this to begin with, but just keep going. Focus on your breath, move within your range, and gradually the body will start to comply with you as it starts to feel a little bit better. Good. And then we're bringing the knee up and taking the elbow over to the other side of the knee. Again, You can move quickly, you can make it very energetic, or you can do it a bit slower, and that's okay. Breathe in and out through the nostrils. We're warming the body up as well, limbering it up. So now we're opening. Remember this diagonal across the body? So that knee comes out, the hips opening, and the opposite shoulder is opening. It's all about opening up. Opening up the space. Noticing where we are tense, where we're holding, where the energy is not flowing. Because we are holding little patterns in the body, even ones we don't know about. Good, keep breathing in and out through the nostrils. And then, lovely little dance. So we take that foot behind, give it a little bit of a smack. Don't forget to come onto the ball of the foot. So we get this little bounce that happens. Other arm comes over the head. So we go like this. And smile if you like. And laugh at yourself if you like. Breathe, though. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Good. And come to a stop. Mat's all rumpled. Straighten the mat out. Yeah. Lift the shoulders up again. Breathe in. And out through the mouth. Constant releasing. Just pay attention sometimes. Notice where these little sneaky little tensions come into the body and engage with them. And again, another releaser. Just take a moment to catch your breath. Half breath. Okay, so breathing in through the nostrils. Look up, extend the fingers up to the ceiling, and then bending the knees. Everything is out. Really focus on this. Almost getting that tongue out the mouth. Okay, almost going into a bit of a lion there. Breathing in. And again, breathe in. And all out. Everything is coming out. What's in the way for you today? You can bring that into your mind. What is blocking you? And just release it. Let's go one more. Strong inhale. Fill with fresh new energy. And out through the mouth. Great. And let's just come to a nice wide feet. I've been doing these recently. I'm enjoying them a lot. And just to get everything a bit bouncy, bending the knees. The feet are just pointing out at a kind of 45-degree angle. So that's really comfy. We're going to come back to this pose later, so just to let you know. And then we're just going to let the arms just swing side to side. Yeah, lovely loosening of the shoulders, a little bit of a loosening of the knees, just reminding the body how fluid and springy it can be. And the springy day, good. And then just slowly come to a stop, and just to ease all of the tension out. And then just to finish our limbering before we come into some standing postures, we're going to just beat the chest a little bit, uplift our mood, engage with the heart, think about the tension that gathers around here. And why not add a bit of sound to that if you want to? So when you breathe in, and as you breathe out, just let the sound out. And if you're getting a lot of tension, maybe you're feeling frustrated or even angry. It feels good in the body. Let's do one more of those. Yeah, good. Come to the front of your mat. So very energized and active beginning to our practice. Just check your feet. Feel the ground beneath your feet. Lift the toes, place them down. Feet are parallel and hips width apart. Knees are nice and soft, so just checking your posture. Tilting the pelvis, keep everything active and fluid. We're going to step back a big step for warrior two. So get ready, put the weight onto the left foot. Big step back with the right foot. Nice and wide here. Now breathing in, lift the arms up. Breathing out, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Breathing in. Expand between the fingertips, look down the left arm. As you breathe out, that left knee is going to bend in line with the toes. And the right heel, you're going to push back with that. But keep extending these arms away from each other. At the same time, remember, the shoulders are coming down, away from the ears. Maybe checking that that knee is not collapsing inwards. And it's opening up to the left, if you like. All the time thinking about the body coming down centrally and not coming forwards. So a slight pull back, as if, you know, if I was there with you, I just pull back your right hand a little bit. And check your back arm. Maybe a nice way to do this is by breathing in, lift that left hand. Breathing out, roll, lift up the right hand. We're going to twist the arms. Inhale, open up the left hand. Exhale, look back and open up the right hand. So we're just kind of turning the arms, seeing how far around they'll turn. Good for the shoulders, this as well. Breathing in and breathing out. Bring the gaze back to the front, level the arms up. Inhale, lift up, straighten the legs. Exhale, lower the arms down. Bend into the right knee, bring yourself back to the front of the mat. So that little bit of arm twisting is it's good for the shoulders and the arms, but also it's a little trick to make you standing warrior a bit longer. Put the weight onto the right foot, big step back with the left. Let's find our posture. Don't forget hips are aligned with the long edge of the mat. Breathing in, lift the arms up, not just the arms, but lift the chest, lengthen the body. Breathing out. Inhale and exhale through the nostril. Inhale. Expand between the fingertips. Exhaling. Bend that right knee as the right knee is going forwards with the same amount of effort and energy. You're pushing back into that left foot. So this beautiful dynamic between the feet, even weight. Check that knee is going over to the right now. So imagine my hand is just pressing on the inside of that knee gently. But also the knee should be going in the same direction as your toes. So check that. Sinking down centrally, shoulders down, fingertips extending away from each other. Beautiful energy in the body. Now breathing in, lift the right palm, look forwards. Breathing out, look back, and that left palm is lifting up. Inhaling, so you're twisting the arms. Inhale, the right palm, look forwards. Exhale, look backwards. Making sure the shoulders are staying down away from the ears. So you're doing this with your breath. Keep your posture, don't forget your posture. Okay, making this the last one. Breathing in, look forwards, and breathing out. Breathing in, straighten the legs. Breathing out, lower the arms down. Bend into the left knee, and bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Great work. Let's just connect the body with the breath. A little interlude here before we go to our next posture. So breathing, standing with the feet hips width apart still. Breathing in, lift the arms up. Bring the palms together. Breathing out, turn the palms and the palms are coming down. So connecting. Breathing in, come up onto the toes. A little bit of balance is involved here. A little bit of effort. Bring the hands together above your head. Breathing out, the palms are coming down, the heels are coming down slowly. See if you can control this movement. So you're doing it smoothly and steadily. Inhaling, lifting up, doing this movement in time with your breath. Inhale as your hands come up. Exhaling, the hands are coming down, the heels are coming back down to the floor. Keep your mind really engaged with what you're doing. Think about the lightness and the levity, I suppose the higher vibration, the spiritual element, or being able to see that in ourselves. As we lift up and as we breathe out, we're coming back down to the human, the form, the physical, the earth. Yeah. So coming up on the inhale, the air, the sun, the power, the intellect, and as we come back down, it's coming back down to earth, to the body, to the physical. Yeah. Let's see if you can feel that in the body. It's a good feeling. This is a great practice to do on its own every day. If you want to start a daily practice, this is the one to do. This will change your day. So, you can do this first thing in the morning. One more. Let's come up really strong, lifting the palms, lifting up, elevating yourself. Inspiration. And as you breathe out, releasing, relieving, integrating everything. Good. Come back to the front of the mat. Peaceful warrior. So it starts the same as warrior 2, so we're kind of returning to that, but adding something on. So put the weight onto the left foot, big step back with the right. Huge big step, nice and wide between the feet. Check your hip position, breathing in, lift the arms up, lift the chest, breathing out, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Breathing in, expand across the chest, breathing out, bending into that left knee, checking that. Don't forget that effort into the back leg, that right buttock is strong. Now this is where we come into the peaceful part. Breathe in. As you breathe out, reaching back with the right hand and then down, and it meets the leg, which is really strong, so you can lean down. Reach up with the left hand, making sure that knee is staying bent, that front knee. Turn the palm to face the back of the mat, reach it over the body. You're looking up at the ceiling or the sky, if you're lucky enough to be outside. On the inside of that arm, if your neck allows you to do that. If it feels like it's straining, then just look forwards, but keep the neck in line with the spine if you can, rather than letting it loll. Good. Breathe all the time. This left side of the body is getting longer as you reach towards the back of the mat. Good. Now we're going to come back up to the warrior, inhaling, exhaling, sinking into warrior two. Come up on the inhale, lower the arms on the exhale, bend into the right knee and bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Very good. So we're going to go to the other side now. Take a moment, breathe in, put the weight onto the right foot, big step back with the left foot. Square the hips to the long edge of the mat, breathe in, lift the arms up. Lift the ribs, breathing out, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Breathing in, from fingertip to fingertip, breathing out, bend into the right knee. It's hovering above the ankle, don't forget. You should be able to see the big toe on the inside of that knee. Breathe in. And on the exhale, reaching back with that left hand and down. You can lean onto that leg, hold onto it. Reach up with the right hand, keep extending up and then over. The palm is facing down and the fingertips are reaching towards the back of the mat. So you've got a lovely, beautiful, long line from the right hip right to the fingertip. So we're trying to make this a lovely curve. Looking up at the ceiling or sky on the inside of that arm. So it's not falling forwards in front of your eyes. Good, breathe. Keep the bend in the front knee, don't lose that warrior. Come up on the inhale. See if that warrior is still there? Yeah, the knee is still bent. And breathing out, breathing in, come up, breathing out, lower the arms down, bend into the left knee and bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Okay. So you stay at the front of the mat there. We're just going to take a big step back with the left. Again. For a wide leg forward bend. So again, about as wide as a warrior, or less if you feel like it's too much for you. The feet are parallel. So we will get a bit of restoration in this front forward bend. So first of all, we're just going to come into a nice, easy ragdoll, wide leg ragdoll. So you bring your chin to your chest. You can let your hands just come onto your thighs, bend the knees, let everything just start to hang forwards, getting some release, some relief. So knees are bent, don't forget. Let the body hang. Let the body hang. You always have the choice of putting the elbows on the knees if that feels too much of a hang there, or you can have the body on some furniture, on a chair or something, that's fine as well. Otherwise, let's take a few breaths here, releasing. Breathe in through your nostrils and out through your mouth. Good. Knees are bent, I'm just reminding you there. And let's just see if we can take a little walk over to the left, see how that feels, maybe get a little bit more release into that left hip. Keep breathing in and out through nostrils and then walk the hands back to the centre. Walk the hands over to the right as well. Good. Walking back to the middle. Knees are still bent. Let's just roll up. So leave the arms hanging heavy, leave the head hanging heavy, leave knees bent, rolling up from the base of the spine, coming up to standing, slowly uncurl, unfurl to standing. So stay with the wide leg. We're going to come into another wide leg position. Now we've relieved the spine a little bit. So we're going to take the fingertips up, interlink the fingers behind the back, lift and open the chest, shoulders are coming back, long neck, breathing in. And as you breathe out, keep the legs straight, but the knees are slightly soft. Coming forwards with the chest, leading with the chest all the way as you come into a forward bend. You can always soften the knees or bend them if you need to. And then the arms come over the head. Breathe. Don't hold your breath. See if you can feel the breath expanding across your chest. The shoulders are opening up. Give them some time. They might not, the arms might not move very far initially, but once we just give it some breath, give it a bit of time and a bit of space, breathe deeply. Notice where your mind is going. And you will see the body gives you, even if it's only a millimetre, it's still giving you that bit of space. You're just falling into that space. Now just bring the hands back towards the back. Take the hands to the hips, or you can place the hands on the lower back. Lift up the body so your body is parallel to the ground, lifting the elbows high. Strong legs, strong buttocks, knees are slightly soft there. Looking forwards, and the chest is coming forwards. Good. And then bring the fingertips to the ground. And bring the hands to the ground or fingertips. Make contact with the ground, whatever you're doing. And then let the head come forwards. And inhaling, come upon the fingertips. Exhaling, coming back down to the ground. Let's do one more of those. Inhaling, come up onto the fingertips. Look forwards, lift the gaze, bring the chest forwards, straight back. You'll feel that in your abdominals as well. Breathing out, forward bend. Good. Now we're going to come up with a straight back. So take the hands to the hips or waist, lifting the elbows. Look forwards, straight back. Strong legs, buttocks and abdominals. Breathe out. On the inhale, lift up. You can always place your hands on your back if you need that extra support. And release. Good stuff. So we can bring the feet together however we want to. Give everything a little shake. Let's just take a little bit of a relief in between, just to check. See if we can release a bit more tension. Breathing in, lift the shoulders up. Hold and out through the mouth. Let's do another one of those. Breathing in. And hold and out through the mouth. Yes, always feels good. It's a good one to do. Any time of the day you feel like you need a little bit of extra release there. Balance. So we're going to do dancer. Really lots of opening of the chest. This is where so much of our tension, chest and shoulders and neck can come in. So dancer, you can always go to whatever level you like to. We're going to put the weight onto the left foot. I'm going to go with an inside hand grip, which I prefer because it prevents me from my hip coming out to the side. Outside grip, the hip tends to sometimes, or the knee goes out to the side. So I invite you to do that if you want to. The inside hand grip, you're holding the foot and the thumb is going back. So you're holding the right foot. If you can't reach your leg, you can always hold onto your trouser leg. That's no problem. So once you have hold of that foot, you're trying to get the knees level. You can also think about pointing the tailbone down. Can you feel that stretch on the front of those, particularly the right quad there? Front of the thigh, that is. Breathing in, lift the left arm. Lift the chest. On the exhale, you're going to lean forwards, not just the arm. That's cheating. The whole body's going to lean forwards. And once you're there, also what's really nice, I like, is connecting the thumb and the first finger and spreading the other fingers out. So you've got this beautiful mudra there, which is helping your direction there. And then really important, you're going to keep kicking that right toe up to the heavens, away from your buttock. And this dynamic is going to help your balance, believe it or not. So all the time, extending those left fingers forwards, opening the chest, kicking that right toe towards the ceiling, towards the skies, opening, making that effort. Now see if you can come out smoothly. Inhale, come up. Exhale, lower the arm down. And slowly lower that right leg down. Good work. Let's just shake everything up a little bit. Let's just rotate the wrists for a little pause in between. Watching the hands. It's very important when we're doing something, keep our mind occupied, stay present in this living present, which I mentioned at the beginning, is to stay involved with what you're doing. To be really involved. Be present with every action we make, whether it's washing up, whether it's cleaning, whether it's having a conversation, particularly engaging in our yoga practice, you know, really being here with what we're doing. Other side. Makes me think a lot about Thich Nhat Hanh, who I really enjoy listening to. You know, this is a big part of his teaching, is being present with everything, always practicing. So we stand on the right foot, take hold of the left foot. Don't forget to keep breathing in and out through the nostrils. Find a point for your eyes to focus on. So inside hand grip I've got here. Notice the thumb is going back on that inside hand grip. Just checking the knees are level, try and get the shoulders level. That shoulder might want to get pulled back. Breathe in, lift the right hand, lift the chest. As you breathe out, you're going to take that right hand forward, connect the thumb and the first finger, spread the other fingers out like a lovely sunshine. Open the chest and start to kick that left toe up to the ceiling or the sky. The heel is coming away from the bottom. Try not to grip with the toes. Really nice expansion and extension. All the time breathing in and out through the nostrils. If you're finding it difficult, keep trying. Don't forget you can hold onto the wall or a chair. You have those options, particularly if you're just learning. Keep breathing. One more breath in and out. Come up on the inhale. Lower the arm on the exhale, smoothly coming out, lowering that left leg. Good. Okay. Stand for a moment. Let's just take a moment to settle the breath once more with a little universal prayer, gratitude prayer. That's what I like to call this. So standing with the feet hips width apart. Lift the toes and place them down. Really conscious of your toes. Maybe have a little bit of a squidge with the toes on the ground. Feeling the ground. Feeling the mat or whatever's beneath the toes. So you're activating the feet until you can feel them more fully. Good. Knees are nice and soft, so give them a little bounce just to remind the knees to not lock up, which is not happy for the knees. Now, breathing in. Let's make this really beautiful and meaningful for ourselves. Lifting the hands up to the heavens, bring the hands together, and then bring them into the heart center. Let's really do this with our full presence and awareness. Breathing in. Inhale. And then exhaling, the hands are coming down. Watching the hands, staying involved. Inhaling, the palms are coming up to the heavens, and we're bringing that together. As we bring the hands together, the two polarities, the two forces, the idea of duality, we're bringing it together as a oneness, breathing in. And let's see, what do I feel grateful for today? What is it that's popping up today? And feel free to voice those things. Let yourself say those things out loud, you know, whatever it might be. I always end up saying trees, first of all. Actually, my orchid, which has come back to life, a beautiful orchid that was given to me about a year ago, and it's just recently, just for Easter, it's come back to life and it's got 9 blooms. That's what I feel so grateful for, and I feel that feeling. So whatever you feel grateful for, say it out loud and feel the feelings that go with it. What is the feeling? Where is it in my body? What does it feel like? Be specific. Notice. And then we'll take a couple more of these breaths just to think about or acknowledge, what do I need today? What do I need? What do I want so that I can feel fully supported and able to be happy and calm? What do I need? Reach up into the universe, into the heavens, into the world, and then bring that energy into the body gently and with real purpose to the heart center, the center of ourselves, the center of our little mini universes. And just let your eyes close or just cast your gaze down, soften the gaze, and just feel that heart. Maybe notice what it feels like. Maybe there's a sense of something that's constant, that's constantly there. Even if it feels a little bit sticky, even if it feels a bit blocked, how does it feel today, really? Maybe giving ourselves the chance to accept however the heart feels today. but know that within it, like the weather, there is always a constant flame. Relax the hands. Okay, so I said we were going to do something with the wide legs, so we're coming back to that now. Yeah, so nice wide legs, feet are going out kind of a 45-degree angle, but just checking, most importantly, so when you're bending the knees and the toes are going in the same direction. So it's really important, you know, in all our work, is that is adhered to, more than finding this perfect posture. It's finding the knees in line with the toes. Good. Then we're not twisting anything out of line. So when we do this, we're just going to come up and down. Just try not to have it so your bottom sticking out. We're trying to keep the bottom tucked in. And you'll notice a difference. If you can feel your abdominals have to work a little bit, and your hips here have to open a little bit, then you're going to be finding that. Well, put your hands together, pressing them gently. We're just going to get the legs a bit lively. Enjoy. Keep breathing in and out. Good. And then if you want to, actually, we're going to start with something a little bit more challenging, maybe going side to side a little bit as well, just to get the legs even more active. Good. You know, at the moment, a lot of us doing a lot of sitting, we're really trying to make sure the legs are getting some attention. And it makes us feel good to feel our legs, which are supporting us as we move around the world, are getting that attention that they need. Good. And straighten the legs out. You might want to give the legs a little shake a minute. We're not done. We're not done. We have a goddess to get involved with. And I like to think about Kali, the goddess Kali, with her tongue out of her mouth and the big wide eyes, right? So hopefully, just get your tongue a bit out. So stick your tongue right out. Make that sound. So good sound to make, really good for your immunity and all of this respiratory system. It's really good for engaging with that. Good, okay. And at the same time, the eyes are wide. So we're just preparing that part. So this is how it looks. We're going to bring the hands together, lift them up high, and as you breathe out, your knees are going to bend. You're going to get these hands and the fingers really spread wide, like these kind of cactus arms, like these Mayan goddesses, okay? So let's try that again. Breathe in, and breathing out. Let's try that once more, and breathing out. So let's put that all together. So that movement and the Kali goddess all together. Right, are you ready for this? Let's go. Breathe in. Great. Let's try that again. You might want to shuffle off a little bit. Okay, breathe in. Good. And let's go one more. Let's go for it. Breathe in. Good work. Give everything a little shake and a shuffle. Yeah, it's nice to just give yourself a little shimmy. Shimmy the shoulders. Okay, what's next? Half sun salutes. Yeah, being very active today. I think it's great for engaging with some of this sometimes tense and nervous energy, is to meet that energy with your own energy so we can be in charge of it really and use it and repurpose it. So, standing with the feet hips width apart. Again, engage with the feet, lift the toes, place them down, soften the knees, pelvis, the position of the pelvis. Think about pointing the tailbone down, strong belly. Breathing in, lift the arms up. Look up to where the hands are going. As you breathe out, the hands are coming down, the knees are bending, the face is coming forward to the chin, the chest. Fingertips come to the ground, look at the toes there. Now breathing in, hands come to the shins and push off the shins so your arms straighten, the back is straight, and the legs are straight. Breathing out, keep the legs straight, forward bend. We're going to make contact with the ground. Bend the knees a lot more, and as you inhale, the gaze, the eyes are lifting up, the hands are lifting up, and you're pushing up through the feet as you inhale. Exhaling, hands are coming down. Breathing in, lift the arms up, look up to where your hands are going, bring the hands together. Breathing out, the palms are coming down, the chest is coming forward, knees are bending, fingertips come to the ground. Inhale. Straight arms, legs back, look forwards, chest is coming forwards. Exhale, forward bend, straight legs. Now bend the knees, lift the eyes, lift the hands, inhale, push up through the feet. Exhale, hands are coming down. Yeah, give it all your power. But the breath gives it ease and openness. Breathing out, coming forwards, knees are bent, fingertips touch the ground. Straighten the legs, hands on the shins just below the knees. Push off those legs, look forward, chest forward. Breathing out, forward bend. Look at the toes, bend the knees. Inhale, lift up the hands, lift up the heart. Breathing out, arms are coming down. Good work. Inhaling, lifting up. Look up. Breathing out, the heart's coming forwards. The knees are bending, the fingertips touch the ground. Inhale, straighten the legs, arms back, look forwards. Heart again is coming forwards. Exhaling, forward bend. Let's go again, bend the knees, lifting up. Push up through the feet, lift up the hands. Breathing out, arms coming down. Good. One more, breathing in all the way up. Breathing out, forward bend. Knees are bent, fingertips come to the ground. Inhale, look forwards. Exhale, coming forwards into the forward bend. Let's take a couple of breaths in forward bend. So your eyes are looking down at the toes. Your chest wants to meet the toes as well. It doesn't want to look at the knees. And in this way, we think about the chest. The sternum wants to come down to space in between the big toes. And the tail wants to lift up to the heavens. Lots of length in the spine in this way. We're really engaging with the spine. And you're going to feel that probably in your hamstrings. You're going to feel that in a lot of places. But try and make contact with the ground. The hands, even fingertips, whatever you need to do, or put cushions or blocks or books on the floor. So you have contact. So you feel the ground. Good. Okay. So we're just going to bring the bottom down to the ground. Nice, easy way to come down to the ground. We've had a lot of activation. So at last we reach the ground, feel the ground beneath your body, enjoy that. Legs out in front, just bounce the knees up and down, ease out the legs. Point the toes, maybe just flexing the ankles a little bit, pointing the toes and bringing the toes back. Push the heels away, draw the toes towards you. Just to bring a bit of ease into the legs. Good. Okay. In fact, let's just bring them both knees up and just hug the knees for a moment. Let the face fall onto the knees. Relax the back of the neck. Breathe in through nostrils. And sigh out through the mouth. And again, breathe in through nostrils. Just hugging yourself here. It feels really nice, comforting thing to do. Extend the legs away. We're going to come into a seated forward bend, which is called head to knee, which is a bit misleading, I think, because your head doesn't want to come to the knee, it wants to be going towards the toes. So we bend the right knee, draw that knee up towards us, and then let that knee fall out to the side. If you need to, put a cushion underneath the knee. You'll need to, if your knee's up here, you'll need to put cushion or cushions or blocks underneath that knee. But if it's comfortable, then that's fine. The foot is going on the inside of that thigh. The toes of this outstretched legs are going up to the ceiling, not dropping in or out. Okay. So the thighs are engaged, the legs are engaged here. So let's just take the right hand onto the left, outside of that left knee, and take the left fingertips behind us. Try to sit upright. So try and get that forearm in touch with your lower back here, so you feel supported and it keeps you upright. Inhaling, lift the chest, lengthen up through the spine, shoulders down. And as you exhale, feel that left ribs are coming around to the left shoulder. And then finally your head and your eyes and your nose. You can push against the outside of that left knee. But every inhale, lengthen. Even if it only feels like it's 0.5 millimetre that you're lengthening. Really make that effort to keep tall, sitting tall. Imagine you're lifting your chest on every inhale, and on the exhale is where you see if there's a bit more space your body will give you to twist into. One more inhale and exhale to the front. And now we're going to come into this seated forward bend. Let's extend, breathe in. Lift the fingertips to the skies, to the ceiling. Look at the fingers as you come forwards, exhaling, exhaling, exhaling. Take the hands either to either side of the leg or onto the ground. Now inhale, take your body away, lengthen, keep that length, and imagine the chest is coming forwards rather than the head coming down to the knee. The head and the body want to come down towards that foot instead. Okay, so all the time, if you sense yourself, forcing, getting your shoulders hunched forwards, come back instead. Counteract that. That's the more powerful thing to do, actually, breathing in and breathing out. Because this is teaching yourself something much deeper than, some end point here. Inhale, come away. Exhale, take the chest forward towards the toes. Good. Keep the toes going up towards the ceiling or the skies. Good. Breathe. Breathe deeply. Most important part of this breath is the out breath. So breathe in. Fill the body with air. Allow the belly to expand. And as you breathe out, expand the breath. Keep breathing out beyond the point where you think you've breathed out. See if you can make it a bit longer each time. Now let's just walk the hands back up the leg. Lift that right knee. Lift the left knee. Hug the knees. Enjoy that feeling. Breathe in through the nostrils. Let your face fall onto your knees and exhale through the mouth. Enjoy the feeling. You might want to rock a little bit side to side just to comfort the body a little bit. Now extend that right leg out. Toes are going towards the ceiling. And then we're going to take the left knee out to the side. Don't forget to put the cushion or blocks underneath that knee if your hip needs that. Some people would like to just come up on the fingertips, come up onto the sitting bones a bit more. That left foot is on the inside of the right thigh. Okay, sitting nice and tall, left hand on the outside of that right knee. Right fingertips come behind you, or the hand there. Sometimes you're on the fingertips, sometimes you're on the fingers or the hand. And make the contact here with the back. Breathe in, lift the sternum, lengthen the body, strong belly. As you breathe out, that belly is going to come around to your right, then the right ribs, and then the right shoulder. Breathe in, lengthen. Lift the chest, lift the heart. As you breathe out, you'll turn the head, the nose, the eyes. Keep the shoulders down away from the ears and keep the head on top of the body. So the head is on top of the heart. Okay. Not coming forwards. The head is not leading in front of the heart. It's staying on top. We're aligning these things. So they stay in contact. Head kind of wants to always get in front. It's not good. Because it puts too much strain on everything else. Every inhale, lifting. Lifting. Feel that elevation in the heart and in the chest. And then you can see if there's a bit more space your body's going to give you to move into. One more breath in and release to the front. So, body should be more aligned with this outstretched leg. Let's breathe in, lift the arms up. Look at the back of the hands. As you breathe out, take the hands forward. And you're also taking the upper body forwards. The whole chest and rib cage is coming forwards. And let the hands land. Give yourself somewhere to land. On the mat, on the leg. Doesn't matter where it is. This is better with a lovely upright open spine than this, where you think you're doing better. Oh yeah, I'm closer to this leg. Quality. Let's go for some quality here. So breathe in, come away from that leg. Open the chest. Take the chest forward, not the shoulders. Open the chest. Take the chest towards the toes. Good. Notice that tendency. Notice the tendency. What's going on? Where do you think you're going? And this, where we think the goal is, it's just a navigation point. It's not the actual, not the point. We know we're going towards, and it's where we are at right now. Remember that living present that we are engaged with today. And I brought that your attention to at the beginning. Engage yourself in the living present. And the future will take care of itself. Good moment to remember Breathe long out through the nostrils. Release everything. Draw the belly button back. Make that out breath so long. Now we're just going to walk the hands back up the leg, nice and easy. Lift that left knee. Lift the right knee. Hug the knees. Yeah. I'm going to move forward because I'm going to invite you to try something. So we're going to come into this little cosmic egg. You can just hug your knees for a bit longer if you need to. Make a few exhales. Release if you need that. Particularly the back of the neck might need that at the moment. And then coming up onto the tippy toes, or if you can, lifting the toes off the ground for this cosmic egg. Remember to sit tall, so you're almost pressing your chest into your thighs and the thighs towards the chest. Good, and then you can release that. Now if you want, take your hands behind the knees and you can just rock back and forth a little bit, and then if you feel brave, you can rock right back. Yeah. And just rocking along the length of the spine. Really nice for the nervous system to get a bit of engagement like this. And you can do this big movements like I'm doing, or you can just rock more gently on your back. You don't even have to, do that much at all. You don't have to even lift your head off the ground if your neck feels a little bit compromised. It's just getting that feeling of the spine, getting some attention and connection, rocking back and forth. And if you're feeling super playful and you want to test yourself, and this is something to move towards, you can come and stand up at the end. So you can try that. So it requires a little bit of momentum. Try it out. That's something to play with if you want to play with that a bit more. Otherwise, just ending up, lying on the ground. And just hug the knees. Hug the knees and just come to a stillness. Place the soles of the feet on the ground. Slide the legs away. Give yourself a full extension. Breathe in and breathe out. Point the toes, extend the fingers, open up the whole of the body. Enjoy your body being supported by the ground and the feeling of the breath in the body. Good. Okay. Now we're going to bring the knees back up, put the feet on the ground, close to the buttocks. Feet are hips width apart, so there is space between the feet and they are parallel. You get more used to that. Some of you might even be able to reach the backs of your heels if you're getting them right close to your buttocks. Palms are flat down, chin is tucked in very tightly to the chest, as much as you can. Now inhale, you're going to lift the hips up, lift the whole back off the ground as high as you can, lift the chest towards the chin, knees are going away towards the wall, and as you breathe out, you're going to roll down the spine. Let's just do a few of these dynamically, so that means moving with the breath, keep the chin tucked in, push into the feet, push into the backs of the hands, open up the front of the body. Of course, this is a back bend, but a really lovely way of looking at it. I like to look at this as a front opening, it's really good for combating those tense feelings for anxieties, opening up the front of the body, because we tend to kind of, in anxious moments and in tension, when we're in a fight or flight, we kind of tend to tense up and take the body in the opposite direction. So we're just counteracting that, opening the front of the body, lifting the chest, and then breathing out, rolling down the spine. So it's calming the whole nervous system, if you like. Engaging with the back, and close your eyes if you want to feel this a bit more. Inhaling and then exhaling. The next time we come up, we're going to hold the posture. So pushing up through the feet, pushing into the backs of the arms if you want to, and if you can get your shoulders a bit closer together and get your elbows a bit closer together, you can interlink the fingers and push the backs of the arms into the ground. That's only if you can do that and that feels okay. It actually makes that lift a little bit easier because you've got a bit more power there. Otherwise, pushing into the hands and the feet. If you want to explore something interesting here, come up onto the toes. Now relax the buttocks, because probably the buttocks are doing a whole lot of work which the pelvic floor or Mula Bandha could be doing. So then, relax the buttocks and draw up your pelvic floor, or Mula Bandha if you know what that is, a similar thing. And then bring the heels down. And notice that feeling, how it feels now. Very different feeling. It's like an inner power pack. I'll just take the hands away from each other if you're holding on. One more breath in, and then rolling the spine down on the exhale. Feels really good then to counter pose by hugging the knees. Rock and roll. Yeah. Good work. How is your energy? Where is your mind? Where is your breath? Breathe in and breathe out through the mouth. Yeah, release. So I'm going to come into a shoulder stand now. It's optional. Don't forget, always the very tempting option with shoulder stand is having your legs up against the wall. Or you can have your legs elevated. Or you can place your legs on a chair, so your legs are just on a chair or legs against the wall. So you always have that option if you don't want to come into shoulder stand for any reason. Also with shoulder stand, recommended that you have a blanket or another rolled up mat, or if it's, some people like to have blocks as well. I know the Anger people do that. And this blanket in shoulder stand, you need to have this not under the shoulder, under the shoulders rather. So, so it leaves space under the neck, so it's just at the top shoulder line. Does that make sense? You can see that's there. So what we're trying to do is create more space underneath the neck, rather than having the neck in contact with the ground. I'm just going to bring that forward slightly. So just give you a chance to get that. So shoulder stand, we'll go through this. So the palms are flat on the ground, bring the knees up towards you, take the weight of the legs over the head, so then you can take hold behind the hips, and then you're going to come into, all the time before you do anything, do not move your head once you are up into the shoulder stand. Do not move, even in the half shoulder stand. We're in a half shoulder stand now. In this position, try and get your elbows close together. It will really help. And then elevate the legs if you want to. You can stay in half shoulder stand if you prefer. And creeping the hands up the back. Keep the head still. Do not turn your head to look at the screen. Trust that you're doing the right thing and listening to my voice. Or you can watch me first and then come into the posture. You can breathe into the belly here, but don't breathe, the whole belly is relaxed. And the breath's a bit constricted. If you want to here, you can play around, have some fun with your legs, do whatever you want to, ride a bicycle. Or if you want to come into the plough, you bring the legs over the head. If your feet don't reach the ground, you can put some blocks there, cushions, or even a stool or a chair. It's nice to make that contact. And if you want to then, take the hands behind you if you want, or keep hold of the support on the hips. This is entirely optional. And I'm hoping you're practicing carefully. This is, it's more, this is why I give you the option of having legs up against the wall. So coming out of the posture, we bring the, wherever you are, if you're in shoulder stand, bring the weight of the legs back over the head, place the hands flat down. We're going to roll out smoothly. And then you can now just bend the legs. But if you want to test your strength of your abdominals, you can lower the legs down slowly. I like to keep my head off the ground to keep my back connected with the ground. And then just have a little moment. Those of you with the legs up against the wall or on the chair, you can stay there if you want to. You can stay there for the rest of the practice if you're comfy. It's totally fine. And you want to counterpose the shoulder stand we've just done. We're going to come into a camel. Okay, so it's a nice strong back bend. So come onto your knees. If your knees, when you're up on your knees, if that feels really painful or sharp, use a blanket or another mat, whatever you want to do. Okay. Tuck the toes under. So first of all, let's get ready for this. So we can place the hands on the back of the thighs here, and take the shoulders back, elbows back, and push the hips forwards. Already this is a lovely counter pose for the shoulder stand. And that might be where you want to go to. Some people might want to go into the full camel. So you take the fingers back to the heels. If you're finding that you're here and you can't reach, another little cushion or blocks or 2 cushions, just so you can actually make that contact. It might just mean that you just need to have a little cushion there. And once you've made contact with those heels, then you can take the chest forwards, take the hips mostly forwards. Great opener here for the front of those hips. And you do not need to bring your head back. I wouldn't advise it unless it's something that you're very familiar with. You can just keep the neck in line with the spine. Now come back and sit back into the heels. And you might want to just come into child posture just to ease out. Breathing in. Don't forget, if you want to widen your knees, if that makes you more comfortable, if you want to put that cushion behind those knees, you can do that in child posture. A few out breaths. Okay. So, I'm going to show you a breathing practice which is often called the 3-part breath, but I prefer the term full yoga breath because we learn it through 3 parts, but actually what we're doing is a whole breath. So come up into a seated position, either kneeling or cross-legged. Sit up on a cushion. It's really important to have your back in an upright open position. And the 3-part breath, it's really, we're going to breathe into the belly, first of all, that first part of the breath. Then we're going to breathe into the chest, not so much the chest, more the ribs and the lungs, going to expand there. And then finally, it's the chest around here. And that's a very small part of the breath. So just to get ourselves involved in those areas, we can put our hands there so we can feel the breath. So first of all, just breathe in through your nostrils and sigh out through your mouth. Good. So put the hands on the belly so you can see. Good. Now breathe in through your nostrils. Fill the belly with air. See, it's going from the bottom. So you need to really open that up. It's almost like there's a band of muscle, the diaphragm, which is pushing down to allow that to happen. And then breathe out, and you'll feel that belly just decrease as you breathe out. So that's the first part of the breath. So get used to that first of all. Inhaling, expanding the belly, exhaling. I mean, if this is quite new to you, you can stay with just breathing into the belly breath, abdominal breath, which is a very useful breath to practice, particularly if you're feeling tense, anxious, if you're trying to get asleep at night. It's a really good practice to breathe into the belly. If you want to go for the full breath, or 3 parts, breathe only like a third of the breath or a part of the breath into the belly. Okay, then the next part is going to come into the rib area. So you can place the hands on the ribs by crossing the arms and holding the ribs, so you can feel that breath pushing out and opening it out, or you can have the hands on the ribs here. Take your choice, whichever feels better for you. Breathe in, feel that expansion. You can see that expansion. And really breathe out so you're squeezing everything out as well. Breathe in and breathe out. Some of you might be able to feel it in the back ribs. We have so much capacity for breath. At the moment, it's really even more important to engage with our breath and exercise our lungs, because practicing, expands and it feels better, it calms us, and it increases our capacity and our breath. And the more we engage with our breath, we've got it there as something we can go to when we need it in times of stress. So practicing when we feel okay is also really important. I know we always leave it until we actually really need it, but try it. Okay, and the final part, you can place your fingers just on your collarbone. You can feel the chest, or you can cross them over, whatever feels better, and just feel the slight lift here. It's much more subtle, so don't expect something dramatic. Just breathing in, lifting, and breathing out. Okay, breathing in. And breathing out. So let's see if we can put it all together. If it gets too much, don't worry, just stay with the belly breathing, okay? So we're gonna, and you can move your hands as you do this if you want to, if it helps. So remember, it's about a third each, so don't go all your breath, first of all, in the belly. So breathing in, belly, next part of the breath into the ribs, into the lungs, and the final part up into the chest. And then we're emptying out from the top to the bottom. It's like a jug of water. So we bring the chest down, breathing out, and the ribs come down, and finally the last bit of breath, we're squeezing out through the belly, and we even draw the belly button back to squeeze everything out. And we fill up from the same place. We start off from the belly, then the ribs, then the chest. Empty out from the chest, then the ribs, then the belly. So let's see if we can put that all together. Filling up like a jug of water, and then as you breathe out, try and keep the breath in and out through the nostrils if that's okay. And if you can start to get a feeling of this, or if you're staying with the belly breath, then just close your eyes and see if you can feel it more. It does help when you close your eyes to feel a bit more. Belly, middle, all the ribs, all the lungs, upper chest. Breathing out, lowering the chest, squeezing the ribs in, pushing or drawing the belly button back towards the back. Inhaling, it starts with the belly, then the ribs, then the chest. Exhaling, lower the chest, ribs decrease, belly. I'll let you just do that all together now, the whole thing, the complete yoga breath. Good. I think this is the last one. You can do this for a lot longer, but I want to just give you just a taste of that. And you can continue that to some extent when you're lying down. Or you can stay with that breath by kneeling up. So I invite you now to lie down on your mat if you want to, or you can stay with your breathing practice. You have the choice there. And we're just going to lie down in Shavasana, lie down. Maybe put the blanket over you. Get yourself really comfy, even if it's only for a couple of minutes. If you've got your legs up against the wall still, you can stay there. Yeah, now you can just let it all go. So if you want to, just let all the breathing technique and practice go and just feel your belly softly rising and falling. Lying in Shavasana, that is with the feet apart, feet falling out to the side, arms away from the body, palms facing the sky or the ceiling. The chin is slightly tucked in, or your head is on the back of on a cushion if you feel that difficult to tuck your chin in, the position of the neck. Close the eyes. Whatever you're doing now, just close the eyes. Take your focus inwards and just notice how you feel now. Soften the face and allow the whole body to begin softening. Feel your body on the ground. Be aware of your physical body, the length and weight of the limbs on the ground. Feel everything easeful. The whole body is long and heavy on the ground. And the breath is just moving with ease and grace in the body. Keeping your focus of your attention on your breath will keep your mind present and alive. That is where your aliveness is, in your breath. Noticing any thoughts that might pop up, noticing them and then letting them go, like little clouds that come into your beautiful, vast blue sky. You notice those little fluffy clouds, like little thoughts, and just let them drift off into the ether. Don't try and stop them, they're okay. And when you get that diversion, just use that as an indication to come back to your body, the ground beneath you, your breath. Softening everything, relaxing and softening everything. Breath coming in and breath going out. Just feel your connection to your breath, which is your life force, your energy, your presence, your connection with everything. Nature, this is nature. Breath coming in, breath going out. It's happening all by itself. The same as the waves of the ocean, the movement of the wind, the clouds going across the sky, moving, the clouds opening and parting for the sunshine. Your breath is your nature. Be with your nature. Feel the body softening and relaxing with each gentle exhale. Feel that ease spreading out throughout the whole body. Ease and flow. Whole body. Feel that your body is almost part of the ground that you're lying on. Integration and oneness. This is the yoga. Harmony. Oneness. Be at peace. Be at one. Be with your breath. Be with the self. So, you can stay relaxing. We've gone a bit longer today, but that's okay. I think we needed it. Or you can come back and you can just breathe in deeply, bring your body back, move your body, extend your limbs, wake the body up, the fingers and toes. Feel your body, brand new to face the rest of the day if you want it, or you can just sleep and rest. It's up to you. We're all in different time zones. Might we have some people here from other time zones. You're welcome. Lovely to see you here. Maybe just hug your knees, feel yourself. Feel your full breath, that full yoga breath. Feel the yoga in your body, that glow. And then come to seated or kneeling if you want to close the practice with me. And just rub the body again. Good. Thank you everyone for your wonderful comments. It really does brighten my day too. It's beautiful. Rub the palms together vigorously. Yeah, make a little fire, make some energy. Beautiful. And place that heat and energy over your heart center. Let us be heart centered. Maybe that's a beautiful affirmation for us today. But you can choose whatever sankalpa you want today. Close your eyes, bring your focus into your heart space and create your own sankalpa, your resolve, positively framed sentence. Might start with I am or I can. And I'm going to just say, I am loved. And you can have that one if you like as well. I am loved. I am lovable. I am loving. You feel that. Namaste. Thank you so much for being here today. You're giving me this great heartfelt energy. I'm feeling it coming back from you too. So engage yourself in the living present and the future will take care of itself. Simple, right? Thank you, Ramana. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, yoga community. Thank you. We are together. And have a great day. Okay.